ZAAKE at that time is what is in issue.
Now, in this statement, the physical conduct is not there. In the statement of the speaker. And that would be important.
He may not have used the word physical conduct.
Yes.
But just read the entire.
No,
no, that will be later, please. That will be a set of witnesses whom we have told you, and it's all about the conduct of that's because we wrote to him. That's what we are inquiring about. But let me say one thing, and I've emphasized this, that this is not a court proceeding, but analogous, as we always say. There is this thing called the court, for which I'm sure you are well versed with. That's a matter which requires the contact of court. I don't know whether that's a matter someone to give evidence, or prosecutors and so on. Or if something happens in the eye of the court, what happens? But anyway, that's for your food of thought. Think about it. It is in our mind.
I was finishing the prayer.
No, if you are finishing the prayer, have that in mind. Because you know what we are doing is not reinventing. There is a breach, a conduct breaches. A judge. Do we have particulars? Do you have prosecutors? And there are many instances and authorities and precedents about conduct breaching the rules, physical conduct breaching the rules in the presence of a presiding officer or a judicial officer. But that's not for a conversation for now. But as you come back, have that in mind with what you are. Finish.
I was finishing here, Chair, on the issue of the alone indicated, and we want to emphasize this, why we be called. The conduct is talking about
that point has been made.
Drama, that if you want drama, if you want pictures to be taken so that you use them for campaigns. So is this the conduct is complaining about? So we really want to get to understand, and understand as Chair. If one says you people, you have conducted yourself in an unbecoming manner, you tell me you have done A, B, C, D. And the speaker did not say it here, and that's why we would like to have
no.
As a witness here.
Okay, let's put it this way. Conduct and our rules of procedure. From the beginning, we shall say it again now, and we shall say it again tomorrow. So let us have this inquiry. And if we find out that there is a possible breach of the code of conduct, we are going to put it to Honorable ZAAKE, and it will have opportunity to respond. I repeat, of our code of conduct, with the evidence which will have been adduced to this committee in his presence, we are going to put it to him. Because at the end of the day, Honorable ZAAKE has not had his opportunity to explain his side of the story to us. But what is he going to explain until we get the evidence and put it to him? And that's what we are going to do. We are going to have that evidence, put it to him, which we have. You have been imparted to it as it has been presented. So there would be evidence coming outside, which you have not seen and even had an opportunity to cross-examine on. So we are going to put it to him and pray for his response. And if you think the evidence of the speaker was relevant and we didn't, you have an opportunity to say, by the way, this is what it is. As of now, we think we are going to have the technical people who are in the chambers. And that we have told you who. The clerk to the table, the sergeant at arms, and what we call documents, those guys who put on white like a doves within the chambers. That's the set of witnesses we need. On that point, that matter is adjourned. Can we now move to the can I have that answered? KINYAMATAMA, I hope I pronounced the name correctly, was referred to us by the speaker. It caused a little bit of acrimony in the House. And when you look at page 10,555 of the answer, this is what the speaker says. Honorable colleagues, I refer this matter to the Committee on Rules, Privileges and Discipline as per Rule 175 to report back within 45. And the video will be played as evidence in the committee. I think it would be a middle ground because there are people who have not watched it, and I would not want to give it prime time. It was really bad. I have ruled on the matter. Honorable KINYAMATAMA, I'm sorry for that. So this matter was referred to us. We don't want to go into the background to it because that's what we are going to investigate. But I don't know, clerk, have you brought that tape? It is there? So for purposes of the record, the Honorable KINYAMATAMA, you are welcome to this committee. We'd like you to lay on table that video, and also, because you laid it on table, but whether that video is the one we are going to watch it together, is the one you are complaining about. Of course, we have written to the Honorable ZAAKE. Is there any other material which we... And then we have gone ahead to order for the transcribing and translation, because the tape, I understand, is in Luganda. So we referred to the Makerere University to have it translated into English. People like me who don't know Luganda to understand what is going on. For purpose of the record, I see you came with some people. Can we know who they are?
Thank you. And I request these my counsels, and I request that they introduce themselves fully. Thank you.
You, the chair. I'm Edgar Tavaro. I'm hearing jointly with Kenneth Chipalu and Mr. Norbert Nyakuni.
The Tavaro I knew was a judge of the...
He's happily enjoying his retirement.
Okay.
I happen to be Advocate Tavaro.
Okay. Because you would might mistake and write just Tavaro.
Sometimes it's happened. For the jointly represent the Honorable Chairman.
Okay, let the record capture such. The Honorable LUKWAGO.
I don't know is
no, the Honorable LUKWAGO. The Honorable ZAAKE. Can you, purposes of the record, we are going through some formalities, but it's for purposes of our record.
Honorable Chair, I earlier introduced my lawyers. Yeah, Mr. Chair, I introduce His Worship, the Lord Mayor of Kampala, as my lawyer. I thank you.
Okay, can the lawyer go on record, please?
LUKWAGO is my name, Chair, and I have instructions to handle the matter.
You are not alone here with the colleagues. That's why actually.
He is my assistant in the same law firm.
The name.
He's
Marvin.
yes, same law firm.
Okay. View the tape together. Confirm whether that's the tape the Honorable KINYAMATAMA was talking about. And can you confirm, Honorable ZAAKE, whether you received the tape? Honorable ZAAKE? Honorable ZAAKE, did you receive that tape which they are complaining about? Sent by Parliament to you?
Yeah, we received it.
You received it? Did you receive the translation?
It was as well received.
Sorry?
It was received.
It was also received. Okay. Did you receive the translation? Now I will be talking to your lawyers. Did your client receive the translation from us?
She did receive it.
She did.
She did.
Okay. Let's have the tape ready.
I would like to make a statement.
A what?
A statement.
No.
Request that.
No. It is no time for statements, Counsel.
I stand guided.
It is no time for statement because we want to see what exactly is the accusation. And then... Hold on. We want this thing to play as it was given. Don't censure it. Play it right from the beginning up to the end. Is it at the end? Oh, that's the end. How many minutes are these? One. So that those of us who don't know Uganda can follow.
Honorable Chair.
Order. Order.
Honorable Chair, a letter from the coordinator of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Center for Language and Communication, this project. The letter is dated 18th October and it is addressed to the Parliament of Uganda, Office of the Clerk to Parliament, PO Box 7178, Kampala, Uganda. Dear Sir, we request for transcription and translation services. We received your request in a letter dated 16th October 2023 to accurately transcribe a video clip in Luganda and translate it into English. The video source file was delivered to our offices on a TDK DVD-R recordable compact disc saved as WhatsApp video 2023-10-16 at 14.16. We therefore forward to you a transcription and translation of the video for use as prescribed in your letter for plenary session of Parliament. We confirm that the transcription and the translation of the video are accurate to the best of our knowledge. If you need further information regarding the transcription and or translation of the same, please contact us. Yours sincerely, Medad Sentanda, PhD, Coordinator. The translation itself. Translation CLC SDC/K002/17/10/2023. Translation of transcription of audiovisual clip in Luganda. WhatsApp brackets WhatsApp video 2023-10-16 at 14.16.38.00015100 minutes. A. It's all about one word. Audience, one person. A. Even if he uses witchcraft, he will not be there. We are youth. Our president is a youth. We too are youth. Do you want to say he's going to be around and we shall all leave him behind? Audience, he's going to die. Now, you should know that, then dash, 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 we should be focused. Support your fellow youths. Stop supporting old people. Support the what, dash, dash, dash. And a question mark. Audience, the youth. A, and what am I hearing that you have? Dash, dash, dash. You don't have any member of parliament here, save for those ones who go there, and dash, 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 they don't even go there. A, I hear that here you are. I hear that here you have Javira. He's the most stupid person in this parliament. Audience, then there's rotation. A, he does not say anything in parliament. He's just there. He's there to just make parliament chairs sweat. Rotations, then A, and when we are there and smell a stench in parliament, we check on Javira because we know it must be coming from him. Audience, then rotations A, and now dash, 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 we have this nalumansi called KINYAMATAMA that is very fake, exclamation mark. Audience, rotation A, she is always there as if she's selling her body in parliament, dash, dash, dash. Please don't bring us disasters again in parliament. And that one, please don't do what, dash, 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 then question mark. Audience, bring her. A, because those ones are doing a lot to keep us in captivity in parliament and making the parliament useless. and the parliament has become a talk show. In the same way we come here and talk and leave everything here. It does not decide anything. But we want you to send strong people, and you have them in front of you here, so that we go and shake that parliament until we get what? Dash, 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 question mark, a change, full stop. And by 2026, all that will already be finished, because they don't dash, dash, dash. But we can only achieve that if we put in efforts, by not doing things just for entertainment, and by turning these words into action. Honorable Chair, the next translation is in Luganda.
What do you mean by Luganda?
As from 00 minutes. Kyonna kiri ku muntu atya omu ne bwanaakozesa eddogo ajja kusobola kubeerawo. Ffe tuli bavubuka, pulezidenti waffe muvubuka, naffe tuli bavubuka. Ky'ogamba nti agenda kubeerawo paka, ffenna tumulekewo, audience agenda kufa. Kati mumanye nti dash 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 tubeera ku mulamwa, mubeere ku muvubuka munnammwe. Bakadde muwagire abaki audience abavubuka. Era bino byempulira simanya mulinayo dash dash dash. Eno temulina mubaka wa kuleka abagenda eri dash 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 n'okubeerayo tebakola ki audience, tebabeerayo. Mpulira simanyi eno mulinayo gy'aviira. Yakyasinga okubeera omusiru ennyo mu palamenti eno. Audience relations bakubawo enduulu. Talina kyayogera mu palamenti, aliyo bubeezi. Eraawo kubanga atuyanya butuyanya ntebe za mu palamenti. Audience relations. Era bwe tubeera eyo, bwe tuwulira ekivundu mu palamenti, tukebera ku gy'aviira, ateekwa okuba yabeera kitaddewo. Audience relations. Kati ate dash 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 ate tulinayo kannalumansi bakayita ka kinnamatama. Ate ako kafu nnyo. Audience relations. Kabeera wali eri kumpi kubanga akeetunda obwetunzi mu palamenti dash dash dash. Temuddamu kutuleetera bannange kisiraani mu palamenti. Era ako temukakola ki audience, tetukaleeta. Kubanga abo be bakyasinze okutusibira mu busibe mu palamenti eyo. Ne palamenti nefuuka useless. Era palamenti yafuuka talk show nga bwe tujja wano ne twogera ne tubireka awo. Terina kyesalawo ne tubireka awo. Ne tubireka wano. Terina kyesalawo. Naye twagala musindikeyo abantu nga njasa biggu ate mubalina wano ng'ate bali mu maaso gammwe. Tugende tuzoganye palamenti eyo paka bwe tulaba nga tufunye enkyukakyuka. Ate ebyo byonna biri 26 wanaatuukira ng'ebyo byonna byaggwa dda kuba tusobola kutuuka naye ebyo tusobola kutuukawo nga tutaddemu amaanyi nga tuvuddemu ebyokugamba nti tusanyusaamu busanyusa bino ebigambo ne tubifuula ebikolwa.
I think that ends in the video clip.
Chair, we have a procedural matter.
No, let me. You are going to raise it. Let us.
Procedure before he responds. It's a matter of law.
Okay, raise it if it's a matter of law.
Yes, Chair. We want to understand: is it a trial or an inquiry? If it's a trial, then he has to take an answer. He has to give a response. If it's an inquiry, it's not mandatory.
It is an inquiry. It is an inquiry. And I repeat it, it is an inquiry, it is an investigation. Can I ask, Honorable ZAAKE, is that you?
Chair, may we have the video played again?
To ascertain whether it is him.
To get to understand exactly what is contained on the same.
You're going to have it, but let me see. We want to know, we could be talking about some other person. First of all, is it true that that is the video which you received from us?
Video we received. That is the footage that we received.
Okay, is Honorable ZAAKE, is that you in that video?
We would like to get to understand at this stage. We would like procedurally, Chair, a case be made, we get to understand what he has to respond to.
Okay, where is the procedure? Which rule are you citing?
Chair, Rule 91.
Of what?
Of our rules of procedure. Talks of a complaint. We need to understand it. And in this particular case, Chair, the person complaining must make out a prima facie case. And the prima facie case entails the identity, including the identity of the person. It's up to them, it's up to the complainant to make out a case.
Under what law?
This
in
is
the parliamentary proceedings, under what law?
The Chair, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Answer the question.
Rule 91, it talks even about, it brings out the term.
Okay, what you are
prima facie case.
submitting, just say under Rule 91,
Under Rule 91.
this is what is required, and read the rule, then you make the submission. And don't make the submission outside that rule.
Chair, a submission outside the rule is permitted as long as I'm within the confines of the law.
No.
Yes.
See,
It's even, the Constitution provides for those rights. The Constitution.
Honorable Park, let me guide these proceedings. And please, I don't know how many times I'll repeat myself. I really don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself. and I need to ask both lawyers here, including Mr. Tabar. In a judicial system, you may have what we call a civil procedure in a court system, and it is governed by the Civil Procedure Act and rules. If you are having a criminal trial, it is governed by the Trial and the Indictments Act and the Criminal Procedure Code. Don't import those processes here. Please, don't import those processes. This particular process is governed by our own rules, different from the court rules. At the beginning, I said we are governed by the Constitution, Power and Privileges Act, the Administration of Parliamentary Act, and the Rules of Procedure. That is what is going to govern us. So if you are making any of your arguments, please base them according to that law, or those set of laws.
We stand guided. And Mr. Chairman, the Honorable has period.
I don't want you to refer to individuals. Just make your points, because I don't want this to be like it is you against Honorable.
Much obliged, much obliged. It's not adversarial. That's
Yes.
That's what I pick from this, Mr. Chairman, from your
Correct.
guidance. It's not adversarial. It's inquisitorial, and the purpose of the inquiry is to establish the truth. And I think to that extent, Honorable Chair, the question that has been put to Honorable ZAAKE is very much in order, and I don't been made against the Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Is citing Rule 91. Would it be more prudent for us, Honorable Chair, to let him read it?
We have
understand whether it is
applicable or not.
Thank you.
Of that rule without making it.
But you cited the rule yourself.
Yes, but I wanted to make my case. Yes, I would start with it be within the rules. And one cannot contend that you not make reference to any other legal instrument where these principles are enshrined, including the Constitution. That's
I said that the first law will be the Constitution. I thought it's me who said it. And I cited it first. Really, I don't want it to be a legal gymnastics.
Chair, when the video footage is in contest, it's one of the matters we want to subject to evidence. And we find it still in contest.
But who is relying on
this of a video footage which is still an issue, which has not even been proved before this whatever tribunal or committee, as indeed a reflection.
the reflection, nobody's asked, but we want to have identifications. It is a simple question. But if you don't want, we will proceed that notwithstanding. Colleague, you are saying something?
Chair, it's a question of saying, well, that person you're seeing there is ZAAKE or not. Or I even don't know. As simple as that. Does that need any legal gymnastics? Does it need anything? Is it a constitutional issue? Honestly, you asked the Honorable Suri whether that was her video, and she said yes. Now, Honorable ZAAKE, a very simple question. Having viewed what is there, do you find you being yourself there, notwithstanding your challenges and issues you have as far as that video is concerned? Those technicalities will be handled. But prima facie, when you look at it, do you see yourself or you don't see yourself there? As simple as that, and we proceed. Or alternatively, you can say, I don't see anything, I even don't know anything about that video. Be put on record and we proceed, as simple as that. Otherwise, you're being, in my view, invasive. hiding under your advocate. Let's assist each other before this committee, because we are all looking for justice. We want the truth. We shouldn't hide anything. You either say it's me, it's not me, or I don't know, I will not answer that question. And we proceed, and that will be put on record. As simple as that.
Colleagues, do you have anything to say? Because I intend to give some guidance.
Chair, just pray that you give Honorable ZAAKE an opportunity again to view that video and see whether it's exactly him or not. Yes. He asked for the opportunity to see the video again. You can give
Play the video again.
Making allegations without any issue coming out of it independently. That's our position.
Honorable Chair,
just 1 second. The general principle is about proving not a fact. It's about proving your case. What we want to know is whether we are dealing with the correct people. That's why I asked the Honorable Kinyamatama whether that was her video clip or not. And the only other question I can ask whether that is Honorable ZAAKE or not. From there, that's when we can now start on this process. But if Honorable ZAAKE doesn't even want to answer, that is also okay. We know how to proceed thereafter. That's not a problem.
I seek your indulgence
yes.
To guide us. The rules of evidence that apply in court do not necessarily apply in the quasi-judicial proceedings. Now, the question that has been put to the Mityana municipality, is he the person in that video? The answer to that is either yes or no. It could be that he suffered a lapse of memory and he doesn't recall. And it goes on record. And when we introduce it in evidence, then we can see how to handle. But for now, my understanding is that it's a yes and no answer. Yes or no answer. Well, he's forgotten.
No, I think there's another one. I am not going to answer. Yeah. Can we now take it that the question is, I'm not going to answer?
No, Chair. Let me put it differently. Actually, let me make a request, Chair. Chair, I trust you very well.
I trust you too.
And the entire committee. I'm sure all of you are not oblivious of, again, a general principle on which our constitutional order is premised, in as far as the Bill of Rights is concerned, that thou shalt not make any self-incriminating statement. In that case, Chair, we don't know the reason why you are asking the identity, because there is no case so far made against our client. I wish we could know the case made against him. Then he responds to all the questions put to him. This is the thing.
We don't want to turn it into an argument, Chair, and
Let's listen to the lawyer and then my colleague.
You guys, Mr. Chairman, you guide us and make a ruling on that is citing Rule 91, where a prima facie case was made and referred to the committee to investigate. So I don't know why he keeps going back to that position. We already passed the prima facie case, and the case that has been made against, rather the allegations against the Honorable MP for Mityana municipality are in writing. So if, Honorable LUKWAGO has a background in DP, where they profess truth and justice.
But how does that help this inquiry?
Truth and justice. So you could as well.
No, I just want always to limit myself to the issues, really. And that's the beauty about this committee. We are so professional. And that's what I demand both of you to be too professional. And we focus.
Chair, I think we are going to waste a lot of time on this issue. Maybe for the last time, you can put this to Honorable ZAAKE, and if he does not answer it, let it be put on record. He has not, and we proceed. Otherwise, I don't think we are going to, if we begin now bring in general principles of law when there are specific laws and rules, then you just know there is a big issue that we are likely to face. So, Chair, I propose that you put to Honorable ZAAKE. He either says, yes, I will not, this, and then we proceed. Otherwise, we may not leave this room.
Chair, Counsel LUKWAGO just said that he trusts you, and that presupposes that he trusts that this committee can make a judgment whether that's Honorable ZAAKE or not.
Well, I don't want to put him in a position where he's supposed to judge the committee now. He will judge the committee outside the committee. But as of now, let's limit ourselves to the issue. Honorable.
But many of us lawyers, we are all learning. It is unfortunate, Chair, that by the time we sat together, we had agreed on one principle, that we are going to process this case together. And I believe that's why Lord Mayor, my and the client, because he went ahead text transcript of that video was submitted to the lawyer, Lord Mayor LUKWAGO, and the client. They went through. So if there was any procedural problem arising from the video, I think the lawyer would have stepped here and said, Chair, the video you sent me had nothing to do with my client. The person that was presented in the video was not my client. Why are we invited to talk on a matter which doesn't concern us? So those are, I'm just seeking clarity because I'm not a lawyer really. I'm quite innocent on this matter. So I just want to know why a procedural matter was not raised right from the beginning, that we are dealing with a matter which is strange to Lord Mayor LUKWAGO's client. Then we would have now decided, could it, brother? I've been, as a politician, I've been mistaken many times. There was a time a statement was attributed to me when it was done by somebody else. So we could have probably passed our judgment since Lord Mayor trusts you and the team. We could have passed our judgment and said, yes, we are convinced that the person in the picture is not your client, and that would have been the end of the story. So I'm seeking clarity. Can we be guided? Is Lord Mayor ready to stand with the chair and the committee to process this case? And we promise to be just and fair. That is our commitment. If he's disclosed to us that for some other reasons, he would prefer
who is not a lawyer. The issue is, before you begin on any matter, you first deal with identifications. But we want to know whether we are dealing with the people who are here. And that's for purposes of our record. But the Honorable ZAAKE has all the legitimate right, even to keep away from these proceedings, not even to enter here. He has that right. But as he exercises that right, the committee also has a duty to proceed and dispose of this matter. Also have a right, irrespective of the decision the Honorable ZAAKE takes. So let's put this for the last time, and these are the options we have. One, the Honorable ZAAKE, the question was, are you the one in that video or not? And you have the following options. One, say yes, no, I don't know, or I am not going to answer. And we proceed.
With all due respect to the committee, I hold you in high esteem. The position of my client and the instruction is that he is ready to listen to the case being made out against him. Once the evidence is laid against him by the complainant, he will respond to any question put to him. But before evidence is protected by the Constitution not to make any self-incriminating statement.
But you see, we said, because we wanted to sort out all these preliminaries, then we begin on the what? On the case. So we are going to give the Honorable KINYAMATAMA an opportunity to raise the complaint which she had in the what? In the House. To us formally, good enough, we've already raised the what? We've watched the video together. We also,
Chair, if you may, again, seeking for your indulgence, Chair, one procedural matter. Before Tuesday, Chair, you made a ruling.
in this case?
Yes.
In this case?
Yes, when it came up for scheduling, for the preliminaries, that the footage here we have just watched be taken to the Institute of Languages for transcription and translation. And we understood it to mean that this committee is doing its own transcription and translation, not the old one which was done at the instance of the clerk to come to Parliament. We applauded that decision because, Chair, we have issues with the translation in the Hansard. And would like to
in the Hansard?
Yes, in the Hansard. Actually, it's part of the Hansard. The one she was reading is part of the Hansard. The Honorable, the name mentioned here is Narumas Chamatama. Now, in this recording, we are seeing KINYAMATAMA. We want that to be corrected by whoever did the translation.
Okay, let's do this.
Two, I wanted to point out still on that.
But you see, you are taking us into the substance.
Not the substance.
Please, you are. You want us now to start examining what is there. We have not reached there. And you see, this is all caused by you say no, keep out. Now you are raising contradictions within the evidence, which we have not even, we have not canvassed about it. So at this point, how do you expect us to canvass the evidence? What we are looking at are preliminaries. And the first preliminary point is what your client has declined of identification. If he can't even identify himself, how do you tell us now you should be identified either Chimatama or Chamanyamatama or Mamamatama? How? Your client has refused to identify himself. Now you want us to go and identify people within the video. Does that make either legal or common sense?
We want to be
in understanding. Let me tell you why. If you take us into the substance where we have not yet reached, you've already read it, you have.
Chair, it's the reason I was raising this, the transcription first. The clerk was invited to read out the transcription and its attendant translation. Yes, if we do not raise it at this stage that we are not content with the transcription done, at some stage we may be asked, why didn't you raise it before? If in the wisdom, and I respect your ruling, that we can raise the issue of the transcription and because there was an order. I wanted to remind the committee that there was an order which was made on Tuesday, and the order was that we be served that very day with a transcription, which we do not have. We do not have that transcription, neither do we have the translation of the same. And what they brought is the one which is embedded in the Hansard. The one embedded in the Hansard, not one done pursuant to your directive.
But you see, when we made a direction, we first of all did know that when we made the direction, they got the very translation which they had, because it is the same institution, Makerere University, Institute of Languages. Are they going to produce another one different from what they gave Parliament? And how do we divorce the clerk of Parliament from these proceedings? Anyway, you see, if you are looking for substantive justice, and that's the command of the Constitution, give undue regard to technicalities. And that's what it is. We've already had the translation. By the time we made the order on Tuesday, the clerk had already gone ahead. And the report, did you give it to the owner? The problem.
Most of that comforts us that at an appropriate stage we shall contest it.
But that is your job, really. Because we can't, we are going to proceed with this matter anyway. And I want to caution both sides, the Honorable KINYAMATAMA team and the Honorable ZAAKE. We are going to proceed with this matter as smoothly as possible. And every step we shall take will be anchored within the law. Every step we shall take. And we are not going to be dragged into what we think is not the correct thing, okay? Both of you, I have to caution both sides. Having said that, colleagues, one, Honorable KINYAMATAMA, you are going to present the case on. The other matter we adjourned to 20th, so this one we adjourned to the following day, which is 21st. And those are within the days Mr. Lukwago you had given. 21st. We're also going to look at the possible witnesses. You may, one, we are thinking of anybody who attended that occasion. And Honorable KINYAMATAMA, you may bring forward to us names, and we shall take it. So please, if there are any names you want, please forward, you think are relevant, forward them to us. But whatever you forward to us, we are not going to eventually will be our witnesses. So you have to forward them to us. ZAAKE had said, yes, that is me, who would be making the same directive or guidance.
Chair, my argument is that you've asked Honorable Suvi to forward to us those if you...
That she's the one who brought the papers, she has accepted.
That is true?
Yes. We have a problem
with the other side.
Technical problem.
I now agree.
I don't have anything to do with it.
I agree with you. On that particular aspect, it becomes difficult because he has disowned it, so it becomes difficult.
If I may beg your indulgence, the chair, the Honorable MP for Mitiana did acknowledge having been served with the transcription and the translation. Maybe for the record, the clerk could bring it to attention when it was either...
No, that we already have the records. That's not
much
a problem.
Much obliged.
Let me committee formally. And we have all documental evidence we need, and all the directives which we give to the clerk. She must bring evidence to me that she has done it. There is no material we rely on here which we don't supply you people, and in advance, because we don't ambush anybody. It is, first of all, it will be unconstitutional, it will be illegal, but it will be in bad faith, and we don't act in bad faith. So all the documents we are talking about, including that tape, was already provided to the Honorable ZAAKE in time. There's nothing we didn't provide. And the evidence is there. You have the evidence, like acknowledgements. Yes? Everything we can call. Okay? Any other issue before we...
Just requesting to be uninterrupted, but unfortunately on that day, I have another case before Justice Nambayo Esther, not as a lawyer, but as a litigant. It's LUKWAGO versus Ofono Pondo, and I'm required to physically be there as a litigant. I will ask your indulgence. You accommodate me to delay by 30 minutes to at least register my presence there, because the judge would like to have that matter conducted in my presence.
But I thought the court system begins at 9, and then this matter is being fixed for 11 o'clock.
No, it's 10:30, and
your case is for 10:30.
10:30. So I'm giving it some time.
We shall meet at it.
So,
let's accommodate everybody. Let me tell you, if somebody makes any, we're going to meet at 2.
No, I can make it 11:30. Chair, I can make it 11:30.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We are even giving you up to 2, but if you want 11, bring it.
11:30.
That's also okay.
Thank you.
That is how flexible we are. So 11:30 on Wednesday, 21st. 20th is what? 20. Please, clerk, not my diary properly. The 21st will be Tuesday.
The 2 was not practical. It's good to say 11:30. 2 houses were open.
Oh, okay.